Hi, this is Mr. Mitchell, one of Coosa High School's physical science teachers, and today we're going to talk about conversions. Conversions are one of the math aspects that you do find in high school physical science classes. And you have done some conversions from metric to metric probably for a long time. And I know you know how to do some of these, but I want to show you the way that will get you through to the harder ones. For example, 3.33 meters to centimeters, that's really not that hard. I'll review. If you put the decimal point on this chart where the base unit is, meters, and put what you're converting in the gaps, to convert to centimeters, you just move the decimal point right here, and the answer is 333 centimeters. And that will only get you so far with problems such as this below. As this is the type of stuff which you'll get more of in physical science. So don't take the same exact mentality in making this correct answer this correct answer. I want you to show you how to do these mathematically using conversion fractions, and I'll show you how to do it. We're going to take the 3.33 meters and multiply it by a conversion fraction. Before you do that, I would put it over 1, because you need a top of the fraction and the bottom of the fraction, and that's what it would be anyway. So the conversion fraction in this case, you need to take what unit you're converting from, which in this case is meters, and put it diagonal to where you have meters in this original fraction. So diagonally, meters is at the top, and you want to put meters at the bottom. And what you're going to do, you're going to cancel these out. So in this conversion fraction, you want to put on the opposite side, in this case on the top, what you're converting to. In this case, it will be centimeters. So in this conversion fraction, you look and see, in this case, how many centimeters are in 1 meter. You want to put what it the equal amounts here. In this case, 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. Now, if you did not know that from this chart, this is something you can Google. Any of these conversions are easily Googleable. So that's no problem. So what you're doing is you're now multiplying and making another fraction. You're going to multiply everything on the top parts of the fraction over everything on the bottom parts of the fraction. And 3.33 times 100, that's going to end up being 333. And it's going to be, looks like when you cancel that out and cancel that out, it will be centimeters. And then you multiply across the bottom, it's going to be 1. So the answer is 333 centimeters, which is exactly what you got here. I know you took the long way to get this, but that kind of stuff will help you with problems like there are below. Pardon me while I clear the slate, and we are going to now go with how to convert 548 centimeters per minute to meters per second. So let's take the same thing you had from before. Let's go 548. We're going to put centimeters on top, and it's per 1 minute on the bottom. So now we need a conversion fraction. A conversion fraction. You need to take what you're coming from centimeters, and you need to put it diagonal. So centimeters will go on the bottom here because you want to cancel these out. And you're going to take it to what you're going to. In this case, you want to go to meters. So how many centimeters are in 1 meter? Happens to be 100. Like I said, you can look that up because it's just a conversion. So now you're going to cancel out centimeters and centimeters, but you're not finished because you have minute here. You're going from minute to second. So how can we get rid of minute? We're going to have a conversion fraction, and we're going to put minute on the top because minute is on the bottom here. You're going to cancel these out is what you're going to do. So opposite at the bottom end of the fraction, you're going to put second because you're going from minute to second. So let's put second here. So how many seconds are in a minute? In this case, it is 60 seconds in a minute. You could look it up, but I have a feeling you probably knew that one. So from there, we have centimeters that are canceling out. We have minutes that are canceling out, and you are left with meters per second. That's what you want to end up with, and that's how you know it's time to multiply. So we're going to multiply everything across the top, and I'm going to put the answer up top here because I've run out of room. But 548 times 1 times 1, well, that's pretty easy. That's 548. And it's going to be meters. Ooh, a stray mark right there. And that's going to be over 1 times 100 times 60. And I happen to know that it would be 6,000, and that would be seconds. So now all you have to do is then go to the calculator. In your calculator, you just simply put the top number, 548, divided by the bottom number, 6,000. And you will get, the answer is 0.09. And it's going to be 0.09 what? Meters per second. And that's how you do those. So now let's try some other problems before you get to your practice sheet. So we have the practice sheet here, but don't worry about it just yet. Let's go to converting 51.3 meters per second to kilometers per hour. So let's try this one. Use the same exact way you did before. We're going to go with 51.3, and that will be meters over, it's a bad looking decimal point there, even worse, 51.3 meters over 1 second. So we're going to convert meters to kilometers. So you're going to have a conversion fraction, and you want to get rid of meters, so you're going to put meters opposite it. So, and you're converting it to kilometers, so you're going to put kilometers up across it. So how many meters are in a kilometer? Happens to be 1,000. That is something you can look up because that is just a simple conversion. So that will get rid of meters, but you also have to get rid of seconds and go to hours. So you're going to have a conversion from seconds to hours. So we're getting rid of seconds, which is on the bottom. So seconds has to be on the top because you're going to get rid of it. So how many seconds are in an hour? I happen to know that would be 60 times 60, which is 3,600. And like I said, that's just a simple conversion, so you are welcome to look that up. So let's cross things out. We're getting rid of meters, we are getting rid of seconds, and we are left with kilometers per hour. So it's a matter of multiplying across the tops of the fractions. So you can see what we have. We have 51.3, and 51.3 will be multiplied times 1 times 3,600. And I'm typing it in mine right now. And you can type it in yours whenever it comes time for you to do these. So that would be 184,680. Let's see what the unit is. Looks like kilometers is the unit. And now we're going to multiply across the bottom. 1 times 1,000 times 1, which of course is 1,000. So whenever you punch in your calculator 184680 divided by 1,000, you will end up with 184.68, and that would be kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour is what you would have. So one final thing we have, convert 55 miles per hour to meters per second. Now in this one, I put here what the conversion is from meters to a mile, but if you get a problem where you don't have the conversion, that's something that is easily looked up. So let's see how we would do that. We have 55 miles over 1 hour. So let's get a conversion fraction there. We're converting miles to meters. So we want to get rid of miles by putting it opposite. Get rid of miles, and we're putting meters on the top of that fraction. So how many meters are in a mile? Oop, I see it right here. 1609.34 meters in 1 mile. So now we need to get rid of the hour. 1 hour, and we're converting to seconds. So we've got to have this conversion one where the hour is on the top line because this hour is on the bottom, and we're converting to seconds. So how many seconds are in an hour? It is 3,600, just like we had in the one before. So all we do now is multiply straight across the top. I see 55 times 1609.34 times 1 equals, and in my calculations it looks like 88513.7, and that will end up with, oh, we got to cross things out and see what we're left with. Miles is gone, hours is gone. Looks like that is going to be meters, and that will be over, looks like 1 times 1 times 3,600 is, of course, 3,600, and that would be seconds. So all you do is type in the top number, 88513.7, divided by 3,600, and your answer, according to what I have, is 24.59. And you don't just put the number, you put what the unit is too, meters per second. Now we have a lot of practice problems up here at this tinyurl.com/Y59I603D. You probably have gotten a paper that has this on it, but no problems if you don't. You can just look up that. Well, I hope this has been helpful in learning about conversions for physical science.